In this video, we will be learning how to create LP tokens, then stake them to earn profits. We will also learn how to split them back up into individual parts when it is time to take profit, or when it is time to cut losses. This video is part of a larger KogeFarm DeFi tutorial series. I promise if you watch them all, you will be more DeFi savvy than 99% of DeFi users. There is safety in knowledge, and I want your DeFi journey to be as smooth as possible. Let's get started. LP pairs are the center of the DeFi universe. In centralized finance, you can buy a token because someone on the other side of the order book is willing to sell it to you. Banks infuse the order book with cash to fill in the holes and make the process a whole lot smoother. As their reward for providing liquidity, they get a small percentage of each trade that happens. In DeFi, or decentralized finance, you buy a token from a pool. Rather than trading with a person, you literally trade with the pool. You put in one token and pull out the other. And rather than banks getting the reward like in centralized finance, in DeFi, normal people all over the world, just like you and me, get the reward for providing liquidity. Providing liquidity is a service because you are helping traders get the best possible price on their trade. There are definitely risks to providing liquidity though, and we will cover those in our next video. For now, let's just focus on the nuts and bolts. Let's make an LP token, stake it, then unstake it, and split it back up. First, let's pick one. I like stablecoins, so I'm going to sort by stable, because stablecoins let you earn yield without having to worry about the market volatility of the underlying assets. Stablecoins are usually linked to the US dollar, meaning they will always be $1, or at least close to it. I'm going to go ahead and sort by APY because these are all stablecoins. And looks like DinoSwap is offering 33% APR, which we compound into 42% on USDT and UST. Now, you might be seeing something different right here. In the future, we're going to change the link structure of this to make it a little bit more clear. So we click on that. Looks like it wants us to add liquidity on DFIN. So we're going to have to get equal price amounts of both assets. You always have to add liquidity in a 50% value ratio. I have $10 that I want to invest right here. And so I'll need to trade $5 to USDT and $5 to UST. I skipped over the part where I did all those trades, but now that I have equal amounts of both, I'm ready to provide liquidity. And normally what I do is I just hit max on either one. You'll never get the balances perfectly correct. So I just toggle back and forth until I have sufficient amounts of both assets. Now I click supply. Now this is literally creating the LP token. I've taken USDT and UST and I'm putting them together into this LP token. I'll confirm the supply. Confirm. And now after I confirm this, MetaMask may or may not recognize the LP that I've just provided. I'm not really worried about if I can see it in my wallet or not because I'm not going to keep it in my wallet. Interesting, it says that the transaction failed. Adding liquidity. Oh, that was a past transaction. Don't worry about that. Anyways, looks like adding liquidity succeeded. What I want to do is I want to stake it so I can take advantage of those juicy yields. So first I have to enable the vault to let KogeFarm do its thing. Now I click deposit. Click max. This is my share of the pool and represents the value that I have created in that LP pair. And I click deposit. Alright, I've deposited my $10. Alright, let's say that we have now staked this for a month and we want to take some profits. How do we do that? What we're going to do is the process that we just did, but in reverse. So we go to withdraw. Now you can either withdraw the max or you could withdraw a portion. So let's say I only want to withdraw like 25% of this. I could just change this to a 1. It's not perfect. Use a calculator if you're more concerned. But for now, for this example, I'll just withdraw the whole thing. And you hit withdraw, confirm the transaction. And once it's confirmed, what you care about is splitting it back up into its original assets. So we have to go to the place where we provided liquidity, but instead of providing it, we need to remove it. One way to do this is just to click the back arrow and manage your liquidity. Or you can go to the URL and change add to remove. Remove. You can remove however much you want. I'm going to use max for this example. Approve and remove. Alright, you're done. Your liquidity has been split back into individual tokens on your wallet. Let's do a trickier example. Most LP tokens consist of a pair of 2 tokens. Sometimes you can have 6, 8, 12. It's crazy. I think Curve is one of the ones that often has multiple coin pairs. There we go, right here. DAI, USDC, USDT on Curve. So this is a three-way LP pair. In our previous examples, it automatically calculated how much of each we needed. Once you go from depositing 2 tokens into a pool to 3 or more, you no longer are required to deposit at balanced proportions. It's a little bit odd, but it's just how it works. So you might just deposit USDC, and in return, you'll get an LP token that represents your share of the pool of all 3 of these. You can have the option to add all coins in a balanced proportion, or just use maximum amount of coins available. When you go to withdraw, it gives you the same option. I can withdraw in a combination of all the coins, or I can just withdraw in a single asset. Makes it kind of convenient. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we'll be going over a really important concept called impermanent loss. I hope to make this explanation extremely clear and easy to understand.